Hey guys, welcome to video number 4 in our Merry Moose Have a Hoot Stamp-A-Stack. So this is our optional Stamp-A-Stack kit. You can pick up the class packet at kitchentablestamper.com/shop while supplies last. This is our class. The kit makes 2 of this card. This is card number 4. So if you're coming in at card number 4, check out below the video for the quick link series back to the rest of these awesome cards. So our Stamp-A-Stack class kit includes enough supplies to make 2 of these. This is card number 1. 2 of these. This is card number 2. 2 of these. This is card number 3. And 2 of these. This is our card for right now. And it also includes photographs of some alternate inspiration. So you can do this exact kit, this class packet, with either the Merry Moose and the Moose Punch, or you can do this kit with the Have a Hoot stamp set. All right, if you've got any questions about the Stamp-A-Stack class packets or how they work, go back, check out the other videos in the series, or email Marisa at kitchentablestamper.com. So for the sake of the video, we add this photograph for alternate inspiration, but we're gonna do our star of our show, the Merry Moose. I'm doing the Merry Moose this year because he sold out so fast. Last year, we hardly even got a chance with him. It was really kind of sad. All right, let me grab our kit here. So when you get the Kitchen Table Stamper class packets, this is how your kits are packed. And we've got a soft suede card base here for you. It's 8.5 by 5.5, and it's scored at 4 1/4 for you. We're gonna go ahead and score on that line. Now, 2 of the cards are soft suede, and 2 of the cards are garden green. So one of the other things that we include in the kit is some very vanilla cardstock so that you can line the inside of this card. You can stamp on it, you can do whatever you like, but you're gonna have a layer for the inside of your card when you cut up that piece. Now, I love background stamping. I think it's a very simple thing that brings so much to a card. I'm gonna go ahead and lay out my soft suede on some grid paper. We're gonna stamp off the edges, and got my soft suede ink. Now you'll notice in this class that I used lots of different images and stamps for my background. The idea is to inspire you so that you can use what you have on hand. We can't meet in person yet in Illinois, except in very small groups, and with the masks requirements and how uncomfortable people are feeling, I'm still holding off on in-person events. So when I do these Stamp-A-Stacks, I do them 2 different ways and with lots of different options so that you can get the kit and you can stamp in the comfort and safety of your own home, but be inspired by all the different options to case the cards. You can copy them exactly, but you can also case them, and we try to inspire you to do that. I've got my pine cone stamp here and soft suede ink, and I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna stamp 3 pine cones in the upper left and 3 pine cones in the lower right of the card. 2 of them are on and the other one's kind of floating off the edge. Same thing with this bottom edge. We'll do kind of 1 off the corner and then 2 that are on the card at the edge. This pine cone is from a very beautiful stamp set that I think coordinates so well with the Merry Moose. This is called Peaceful Boughs, and we're using this larger pine cone, and now we're going to use this little snowflake or dot pattern. So we're going to take that little guy, ink him up in soft suede, and we'll stamp right up against our pine cones there. Kind of a mixed stamping background that really just adds so much texture, and you can use whatever you like. We used the birch background in this class, and we used the buffalo check background, and those were very lovely with the moose and the owls too. Now I've got my Merry Moose here. We're going to stamp him in soft suede on crumb cake, and you can see in the class packet, you get a sheet of crumb cake there. That's for your mousse. And stamp that little guy. Now we're gonna have to dig back into our kit here for just a minute. I've got a very vanilla circle. This is a 1.5 inch circle. We punched that guy for you. And I've got a little scrap of Poppy Parade. Let's grab some Poppy Parade ink. Got my greeting from the Merry Moose. Enjoy the stillness of the season. I love this. This is my favorite greeting in that set. Just speaks peace, and I love it. There's our greeting on our 1.5 inch circle. And let's grab some Poppy Parade ink here, and we're going to make ourselves a little scarf to dress our moose. Poppy Parade on Poppy Parade. And that's our stamping for this project. Let me clear away the Stampin' Pierce mat and the ink pads. All right, we're going to punch our little moose. Love this guy. He is a perfect one for Stamp-A-Stacks. He's so easy to just pop right out. Set him aside. We got to get him dressed. All right, one more time. We're gonna fussy cut the little scarf for this moose. I just can't imagine him without the scarf. He's so cute, all dressed up. I'm gonna do a quick fussy cut and we'll dress him up in a multi-purpose liquid glue. Cutie little moose with a scarf. All right, let's grab the last couple of pieces in our kit here. I've got my beautiful bow. This one was cut with the beautiful bow dies. And I've got a stitched scallop rectangle here. This one is stitched So Sweetly dies. And it's this third largest one. It's the 3 3/16 by 2 1/16 from the Stitch So Sweetly. Got a soft suede pinking edge circle. That's the larger pinking edge circle from the Tasteful Labels dies. And we just need to weed out the little bow here. Little bits just fall right out. If you've got any areas that are giving you trouble, paper piercer, give them a push. This set cuts beautifully. Multi-purpose liquid glue, our Stillness of the Season greeting into the pinking circle. 1.5 inch circle punch is a perfect layer for that. Our card base. If you're watching the series, then you saw us cut all of our Designer Series paper for the Stamp-A-Stack at once. All the Designer Series paper for every card in this series is the same measurement. So this is 4 by 2 3/4 from the Pinecone Place. Should we get wild and use the other side? Why not, right? Life's short. Let's do it. All right, I'm gonna glue down my Designer Series paper. I love both of these patterns. It's so sad that you have to glue one good pattern down. I think Stampin' Up! Should make Designer Series paper with a good design on one side and an ugly design on the other. Don't you think? Then we never have to feel bad when we glue down the good side because there's 2 good sides. All right, now our stitched scallop rectangle. I'll put that right of center a little bit. Got my 1 inch by 3 3/4. The other size that you're using for this Stamp-A-Stack. So not a wonder recipe this time, but again, very easy measurements, very easy to get started, and great layouts with those measurements that you can just copy again and again. And a multi-purpose liquid glue on our second pattern. And we'll add that guy. That's an interesting combination, isn't it? I think it's gonna work. Now our branch, a little multi-purpose liquid glue on the stem, and then some little mini dimensionals. I'm using half a dimensional on each of these branches all the way out at the end, so we get kind of a lift. I like the difference in the dimension where it's flat underneath the greeting but lifted at the end of the branch. Now this guy doesn't go off the edge of the card. Be careful there about that. Good thing I didn't do it all upside down. And multi-purpose liquid glue for our sentiment. Get that guy on there. Now my moose needs some dimensionals. I can't help it. I think he's just too cute not to enhance or highlight. So I'm going to take a strip off of the edge. Mini dimensionals are your friend for little fine bits that you want to pop. The foam adhesive sheets would be awesome for this guy if he were a die, but because he's a punch, we still have to kind of cut our bits. But that long strip off the edge sure makes it a lot easier. Oh yeah, I'm really liking this other designer series paper. How exciting. Need a dimensional on his rumpus. Half a one on his other antler. You don't have to fight myself in my head not to call them antennas. Too much information? All right, he's all sticky. Let's pop him on. He's gonna span the stitch scallop rectangle and the greeting. His back leg's on there, and that is a-okay. Ooh, I like this paper. It's a good designer series paper pack. Now, our embellishments. And the kit, you've got braided linen trim and these lovely iridescent sparkles. I think I'm gonna go with the white iridescent for this one. Just pop on one in the brown, one in the green, one on the branch, and then go down the end here. All down the left side this time. I used 6. You can use whatever you like. You get 80 pieces in the kit. All right, then a little linen thread bow, or linen trim bow. This is the braided linen trim. My best friend, the mini glue dot. Right on the knot, make that a tag. And there is card number 4. You did it. You completed the kitchen table stamper Merry Moose. Have a Hoot stamp a stack. All right, so there's our Have a Hoot design. You'll see the difference here. Instead of cutting a scarf with that scrap, we cut a couple of hearts. But besides that, it's exactly the same pieces, a little different choices of designer series paper. That's card number 3. I'll give you a quick recap, and if you missed the videos, just be sure to check out the links, the quick link series below the video to see all the cards in the series. So here's our owls, card number 3, our moose, card number 3. You can check out kitchentablestamper.com/shop, see if we have kits or class packets still available. Here's card number 2, owls and the moose. And then card number 1, owls and the moose. All right, you guys, thanks for hanging out with me for this class. If there's anything I can do to help you stay crafty, email Marisa at kitchentablestamper.com, and to shop Stampin' Up supplies 24/7, buzz over to marisaalvarez.stampinup.net. Thanks for watching.